Hi everyone, welcome back to 100 English Reading Book Challenge, where I challenge myself to read 100 English book. So I just finished to read this book this morning. I read 1.5 hours because it's only 171 pages. It's written by Maudy Ayunda. The book is like this, and there is the cover like this, but my baby make the cover like this. So yeah, the hardcover is like this, and it contains about, it's the compilation of the Maudy Ayunda reflection, and also life lesson, her thoughts, her life lesson of dreams, her personal life, her career, love, relationship with others, and anything. So if you love personal growth, if you love self-reflections, and you love the notes for the future self, you are definitely need this book. I like this book because it relates with our everyday life as a woman especially, and I love some message because it's relatable with my life. For example, like as a woman, we need to take risks, step out from our comfort zone, and sometimes we need to prioritize ourselves and also be selfish to some kind of situations, and also we need to remove a toxic advice from people. Sometimes people close to us, it can be the most toxic person, because sometimes they give toxic advice like you cannot achieve that dream because it's too big for you, you cannot reach that goal because it's too hard or something. That is toxic advice that people sometimes give to us, and it comes from people close to us, like maybe, okay. And then the other advice that I like from this book, so I give like highlight for my favorite sentence, and this book is contain like the short message, and there are some picture of Maudy, and I love the illustration of this book. And this book is like we have a conversation, or we read the letter from warm and also wise friend to encourage us to be the best version and to achieve the best version of ourselves. It's like we have conversation with someone who are wise and give like a reminder to our future self about dreams, about ourselves, our personal life, relationship, and anything. So if you are feeling lost, unmotivated, you need some fresh perspective of life, you need to read this book. This book definitely for you if you love self-reflection, if you like life lesson, you like personal growth, you need to read this book because there are so much wide wisdom of this book, like like this. Just remember that sometimes the way you think about person is not the way they actually are. Okay, there are so many lessons that we can relate with our life. As you know that Maudy Ayunda has a great personality, so of course her thoughts in this book is really great and worth it to read, and it can be motivation for us to grow and to change, especially as women who have like maybe society have such a big expectation to women, and then sometimes women, there are some rude comment from society about women. They should like maybe women should marry, women should have kids, women should pursue dream, women should blah blah blah. And this book is definitely suitable for women to believe on themselves, to trust their instinct, not to hear the noisy and the distraction around. So as women, we need to maybe read this book to remind ourselves that we can reach our dream but still have like a relationship, love relationship, or maybe marriage and anything. This book is for you, for women who like reflection, personal growth, and anything. This book is really good. It's contain 171 pages, and it's contain illustrations like this, and it's a good and really comfort you when you have like a busy and also overwhelmed day, and then you need some new fresh perspective of life and you need a reminder to warm your heart. This book is definitely for you. If you need, maybe you feel unmotivated, you need some inspiration, new perspective, you need to read this book. And also someday if you feel so tired, overwhelmed about life, you need to remind yourself by read this book. Of course, I will read this book again when I feel like I need motivation, note for my future self, the reminder, the self-reflection about some aspect or some area of my life. Of course, I will read this book again. So of course, the cover, there are two cover like this, content of the picture of Maudy Ayunda, but my baby make the cover like this, but it's okay. Fortunately, there is hardcover, so my baby cannot break this book. And there are some picture of Maudy to express herself, and there are some beautiful sentence and dictions of this book to remind about life, to remind about ourselves as women, about dreams, about career, that as women we can reach anything, whatever our decision that we think it's best for us, we need to pursue that. So we have to remove the distraction, the noisy, and trust ourselves. So one thing that I like from this book, I would like to tell my favorite part from this book. It's about don't ask someone's direction for your life because they never been in your life and they never face some problem like yours. So never ask someone directions, but ask yourself. Ask yourself what kind of life you want. Ask yourself what kind of what kind of personality or what kind of self that you admire or something. Sometimes we need to look outside, not look inside ourselves. Sometimes we need to look outside what kind of personality, what kind of life we want, and what kind of place that we want to have or something. So this book is recommended for you as a woman. And have you read this book? If you have read this book, so which one do you like from this book, and what message that really you like? And also if you haven't read this book yet, so you need to read this book. That's all my today's review about this book. This is the 6th book that I have reviewed. Thank you for watching. See you on the next book review. If you have any book recommendation, you can drop the books in the comment section.